Going in 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations! You hit the first button first. You get 5 chances to be a real fairy. We would have rather you be a demon, but good luck anyway.
The moderator you are trying to reach is currently unavailable, okay? I'm unsure what Nightbot is trying to say, but I mean, okay. Well, come on in, everybody. I just decided to be like, you know what? I've currently got nothing to do at the moment. I'm home alone, I got no puppies, and the things that I want to do chores-wise are later in the day. So, I thought, why not stream for at least a couple hours, right? Just do some editing, because I want to get this streaming room done as quick as possible. I really do. I want to get it done! Where's it at? This one right here. Steampunk Apartment! Veriti, you've got to get me the You gotta get me, You know what? I've already forgotten what I was gonna say. Any hoozles. Yeah. I want to get a lot done, and I found out a bunch of stuff that I've... I found out about Blender, and I am liking it more. I am liking Blender more because... Blender is able to do things that apparently Photoshop cannot.
It's a resub!
Rizu,
Becca!
thank you very much,
Oh, that's
Becca.
the thing I
11
wanna
for the
say.
subscription. Fox, a hug.
Becca! I gotta DM you. I gotta get the what you want in your apartment type stuff, because things are starting to move forward a little bit with that. And I'll get, because now I'm starting to figure out how to get stuff into at least my streaming program, and then from there I can easily transfer that over to hopefully VR chat. That's right. Right. I need your details on your apartment, because right now the apartment is looking like oh, that's right. I don't have optimized land. No, not optimized land. Where's it at? City, facade, geometry. Oh, basic apartment. Here is what comes inside of a basic apartment. You got your toilet closet. You got at least a few radiators around here. Some pipes, fan. Comes with a refrigerator. Doesn't come with anything in it. Don't worry, we've scourged all that for it. There is a small apartment over here if you want to accommodate somebody else or take it over for your own. Never use the fire exit. It always goes to some random dimension. You don't know which one. The elevator goes to a random floor. The only guaranteed up and down is out on your balcony where there is a ladder up and down. That is your apartment. Rent is about 50 gold a month, which in our area is a steal. But, you know, we can accept less because, you know, people don't really pay us. But, hey! I never said that. Love it. Ah! Don't drop. Basic apartment. Which one? Empty walls. That's right. Empty walls is the one that we use for the apartments for when we're not going to have anything inside of it. What I think I'm going to do for all the apartments, if I want to instance them inside of both VR chat and the streaming area, is I might take everything that is inside the apartment except for the walls and the doors and have that as a single object that can be instanced in. So like if it has a refrigerator, a carpet, a desk, and like the sink over here or something like that, that would be all one object that I would spawn into there. And then that way things can easily be brought in, also possibly randomly. Because we do want to try and get somewhat of a lore where the elevator does go up and down to random floors. I'll have to figure out how to get the fire escape in order to teleport the person to a random dimension. But that would be absolutely hilarious. As if they step out that door and it's just like, whoop, nope, you're never coming back. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Why was there the other one there too? Wait, how did that other animation get there? Wait, there was two animations. I'm glad the Becca one was on top of it because that was the intentional one. Do the Becca animation again. I gotta see this. Hold on. Oh, tab. Ah, there we go. Okay, there we go. For some reason, I went into walk mode. It was weird. There was. That's the dimension. Ooh. Oh, you wanted to know where's my apartment? Well, I was thinking either a TARDIS in the hallway. Wait, which hallway? Or a chubby room under the stairs. One could be linked to a separate room, while the other is just there. So, like, you have like one of those things where it's bigger on the inside and it actually teleports you. Ah, man, that's some game tech stuff. I do want to try and do. That'd be hilarious. Did the pant animation this time? Oh. What is it doing? Wait a minute. What if I did this and then did Becca? Weird. Okay. So the Becca animation is coming from Trigger Fire. And somehow, inside of the Becca command that I have for this, it is bringing it in from somewhere else. Let's go to commands really quickly. Old command. And it should have Becca. Here it is. Okay. Overlay an image. And it should be... Wow, this is all... ABC. Why did I grab that? Maybe I downloaded it from somewhere. Alright. Streaming resources. Video. And we want to grab the Becca animation. Yeah. Why is it pointing to something called ABC? Yeah, that's the animation that it's pointing at. That's weird. WebM. Full res. Alright, so let's go for the full res one. We'll give that a save. And then I have to get rid of the Trigger Fire one somehow as well. Where is... Go away. Streaming resources, Trigger Fire. Of course not. Trigger Fire. Go to welcome. Log in with Twitch. Come on. Videos. Next page. Spider. Why is it not even here? It's gotta be here. No. Because the animation does exist. Ah, there it is. Okay, good. Becca is now disabled in Trigger Fire. That's what I wanted. Now it will come out of the Mix It Up program. There we go. And then if we do... Yep, okay. Good. Now it works properly. So, the thing that I found out about Blender is that it is much better than Photoshop. Here's a funny little story that I've got to tell you guys. So, I am working on this apartment right here. My own apartment. This is the one that I'm going to be streaming from once I get everything together. These guys accidentally didn't come through. I was trying to package all of the textures and toss them into Unity. and for some reason they didn't package correctly. I'm like, all right, well, let's just go through all of these and figure out how to do this. Turns out that somehow this was labeled as a PNG when it was actually a WebM, okay? Or WebP or something like that. Whatever I think it's WebP for picture and WebM for movie. And I needed to convert it from a WebM to an actual PNG. Just something that Unity can actually use. I'm like, all right, let's just toss it in Photoshop. Photoshop can, take whatever image and just transfer it into something else. I drag it into Photoshop and it says it's not a PNG. I'm like, okay. I changed the file type into the extension. I changed the extension into WebM. And it's like, okay, put that into there. And it says, I cannot read a PNG. It's not a PNG. And I was like, that's not what... I don't care that it's not a PNG. You need to actually open it up. Mind you, during this entire time, Blender can still see this picture. It still uses this picture. Blender can see this picture. So I'm like, okay, what if I take the picture and put it into a blank Blender program and be like, okay, Blender, can you export this picture as a PNG? And she's like, okay, here you go. I'm like, Blender is able to read and transfer files so much easier than Photoshop. Blender doesn't care. It's just like, okay, it's a picture now. It's a PNG. It's a JPEG. Whatever, okay. Gosh, I love Blender. It is so freaking easy. But now I've got to actually come through here and change up a few things because, unfortunately, there's a lot of problems with all the things that I have around here, like these ladders. These ladders are fantastically detailed, and I think what I should do is just make a simplified version of this. I really should. This is a terrible thing to do. Yeah, I need the simplified later. I'm wondering if I should make it solid. I probably should make it solid though. What I think I should do is recreate the ladder. I think I can do that. I think I can do that? Yeah. I'll just remake the ladder with flat pieces and then extrude it, right? So, I go to assets and I want the ladder. Thick ladder? No. I want flat ladder. Where is our thing? There it is. Ladder. I want to bring it into balcony. Good. Flat ladder. Go on in. Thank you. Where'd you go? You're not supposed to go there. I clicked on this folder for a reason. Unrotate. Thank you. Rotate Z 90 degrees. Thank you. And then move you on over to here. So you are just basically a flat little ladder. So what I need to do in order to get this to be a little bit more, better, is to just squeeze it up a little bit. Because we need to turn this into something that's going to be, better for gaming programs. I guess you can look at VR chat and other things that I'm going to import it into as gaming. Because it uses that type of technology. Which one am I looking for? Oh, correct audio faces. Right. Right. That's what we want. Because we want to make sure that our unwrapping...
Hey chat, those hoses think they
can
are
do it
all that,
automatically.
but really, I'm the centerpiece
Hoses?
of the streams. Oh, yay.
Hoses.
Hookah is here too, I guess.
Bro. Barely even acknowledges me. Barely. Alright, so... what's the easiest way to do this? Should I... split it down the center and delete it? Maybe. Loop cuts 2. And then... we want to scale them apart. Medium point. There we go. Put that over there. Good. And take these two. Kind of squeeze it up. Right there. Seems pretty good. And then get rid of that face. Faces. Okay, good. Then... where is face select? Okay, yeah, we have face select. No, come on. There we go. Duplicate. Ah! Rotate 90 degrees. Oh. Rotate X 90 degrees. I can tell one of my geo nodes is in there. It's remove interior faces. One of the things that I've created for myself in order to help me create a bunch of the Minecraft stuff is a little node that makes it so that whenever I have a block next to a block within the geo nodes, it removes all the interior faces of that object. So that way things run a little bit faster. Let's see here. We want to duplicate those and then... yeah, see? The faces kind of disappear. You see that? But the faces are still there. Just the geo nodes are being like, oh, okay. We can just remove those faces for you. We can just remove them. They were never there. It's like they're never there. Wah, wah. Womp, wop. Wop. Wop, 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 wop. Wait a minute, wait. Is that? Oh, no, this goes down. That goes down. Okay. Right. Thank you very much for the follow there. Who did the following? Azieth. AZ the dog. I was thinking that was Azieth. Aziethy. Aziethy. Yeah. Instead of AZ the dog, nah, it's Aziethy. AZ the dog. That will make us a nice little flat ladder. And now we can take all of those flat pieces. We can just kind of extrude on the X. Yes, look at that. Perfect! Look at that perfect extrusion. That's so cool. So that's a little bit better than what this is. You want to guess? Now, if I hit tab on this, you can see how many faces are actually on this. This is like, okay, there's a number of faces that I could count on there. I like, okay. And you come to this one. How many faces are on this guy? A lot. There's a lot. You can tell the difference in between this one, that one, and this one. Which ladder would you choose for gaming? Yeah. So this is going to be the ladder that we use and replace everything else with. Actually, I want to bring this over to here. Shift S. Cursor to selected, and then Shift S, selection the cursor. And you can just kind of move that into place. Perfect. Go away. And then let me see everything. Perfect. That's where we want it. And now we need this to be in place of everything else. And actually, let's bring back the other guy really quickly. Okay, so the other ladder is right there. There. Because I want to make sure that when we transfer everything over to the other apartment areas, that we use the same positioning for all of these. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it, and I'm going to move it into unused for right now. Okay. So that way we have one of these ladders that I can just duplicate and bring right in. And we'll use those. Gnarls. Hello, welcome on in. Bonk, I know. I'm terrible at reading chat. I'm terrible. Alright, so we need to get this ladder into as many of the positions that we have around here, such as this guy. Because I put these ladders around here just for a little bit aesthetic reasons. Shift S. Ah! Oh.
I agree, it's
Yeah.
pretty.
Shift section and cursor. There we go.
Pretty.
77, 23, 24, 24. Having a 24 twice in a row is by far one of the more impossible tasks. If only it was 100%. Unfortunately, it was not. Check out Genfire. Rotate Z, 90. Little product placement for Genfire there. I wonder if I should do a... Let's see here. Object set to origin point. There we go. That'll be better. That way I can rotate this backwards. Bring it down a step. Perfect. Good. Against the wall, into the... maybe we shouldn't have it that far into the ground. Thank you. Good. Do I have a ladder anywhere else in the apartment?
Puka,
Doesn't
do you have
look
water
like
on
it.
that desk? Drink it.
I
Lap,
do.
lap, lap, lap. Drink it like this.
Everybody loves the Gen dress. Everybody's stealing the Gen dress. It's almost like it's a fashion statement that never goes out of style. Horses had something, you know, earlier on in my streams, but now they've just gone chaotic. Where? Do we just want to bring that into the other apartments? Let's do that really quickly. I think I want to say bring this into where? Empty apartment walls. And land. Puka apartments. Apartments not optimized. Okay. Duplicate. And we want to move into land. Puka apartments. Not optimized. Empty walls. Apartment, only empty walls. And I think if I were to bring this up, good. That ladder is there. That's where we need it to be. Okay. And if we go to optimized land, that ladder should be there. It is, along with the other ladder. Oh, whoops. Right. I brought in the proper ladder, but I forgot to get rid of the other one. Which one is it? Okay, no, we need to grab this one. This one is the one we need to get rid of. There we go. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Screwed up. I screwed up. Wait. Where's it at? 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 There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I screwed up. Where is UV editing? There it is. Grab Y. Better. Yeah. Better. I had a hole in the ladder. And I need to go back and actually fix the other ladders. Oh, these ones have bad thingies on them too, don't they? Oh. Eventually, one of these days, I'm actually going to be good at this whole, I don't know, thing. Grab Y. Do you have problems too? I don't think you have problems. Doesn't look like you have problems. You're close to having problems. Why don't we just make it so that we're not having any problems? There we go. Just to make sure. Alright, well now I gotta go back and fix the other ladders because I screwed up. Much better. So that one's good. Now I need to go back to the Puka apartments and fix the problem that I created. Where are you? There you are. Bring you down. UV editing. Yeah, see, this is what I screwed up. There's a hole there. There's a hole in the step ladder. UV editing. Yeah. See that line? That line is actually the top of that thing, and it's going through transparency, so we just bring that down a little bit inside that 1 pixel. And everything is fixed! And then we gotta fix the tops of these guys, because those are Z-fighting. Apparently that's the proper term for it. I called it friction, texture friction. Because it's basically fighting in between whether or not it's one color or the other. Because if you have precise measurements on things inside a blender, like if you have this line, where is it? There you go. If you have this line exactly on that line. Here, actually, let me do this. UV. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? How can I screw this up? I need to intentionally screw it up. Snap. No. Round. Corner. Here we go. There we go. Oh. It's not gonna do it. Hold on, hold on. There we go. There we go. Alright, you see that problem there? You see how that's kind of like got these cross hashes there? That's because it's trying to decide whether or not it's transparent. Because that line is exactly on the between the transparency and the colored pixels. So it's just like, I don't know which one to pick. So I've got to pick both. And it tries to, and it doesn't do it. You know what the solution to some things inside of Blender is? You don't make it perfect. You make sure... Nope, that's not how we want to do that. Okay, we want to do it on individual origins. You've got to make sure... Whoa!
Holy Foxy
Featherstone!
Fluff, look at all them subs raining from the sky. Foxy Fluffy Huggus for everybody.
Fluffy, Foxy hugs for everybody. Featherstone gifting out some subs to Craft Break and Whir Lunar. Featherstone, how you doing? Glad to see ya. It has been forever. Holy Toledo. Oh, I can't believe I wrote down Holy Toledo. Gosh. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, if you ever want to get into 3D stuff, know that things work better when you're not perfect, right? So quit trying to be perfect and just do something. Non-perfectness. Actually, you know what? I think I also screwed up on this because I made these perfect too. Yeah, I think I made these perfect too. Let's squish these up. Yep. There we go. I want those pieces to be inside so that they're not overlapping there, too. Alright. So let's go ahead and duplicate this guy. We got to move it back on over to here. So, Shift S, cursor, selection to cursor. There we go. Rotate Z 90 degrees. Where's my movement? There's my movement. And then rotate backwards. Whoa. Whoa. I'm going to move it up to there. Turn down the number of things. There we go. Perfect. Delete that one. Give it a save. And now I gotta go back to the other thingy doohickey because I gotta fix something else again. Ah. Why are we having multiple? Oh, that's because I have... I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Don't say I don't know what I'm doing, because I totally know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Save! There we go. And then it is using ladder texture. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Alright, and then if we get rid of empty apartment and we bring up permanent fixtures. What? Nope, not that one. I mean, optimize land. Optimize land, go! There we go. And it's using the proper ladder. And it's using the ladder all the way up and down. Good. Instancing, folks. Instancing. So I don't have to fix every single ladder that comes in here. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. And then this one's using the proper ladder. Yep. Good. Now I just need to change this one. Yeah, this one. The one's in here. I need to change that one. This one, that one. Need to change them all. Because they're all broken. They're all too much. Optimize land, go away. We want steampunk. Apartment steampunk store. Ah, here we go. Alrighty. I want the ladder from here. What? I want the ladder from here. I want to duplicate this guy, and I want to move this into land. Land Puka apartment, steampunk parts store. Outside store. There we go. Right there. Get rid of that. Bring this in. Pop, 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 pop. Perfect. Ladder replaced. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Been a bit. IRL has been crazy. Same. It has been crazy here as well. They called it Z-fighting. Yeah, before I knew what it was called, I called it texture friction. Because, again, I was just experimenting with 3D rendering, and I didn't quite understand, you know, what all the problems are. 3D modeling and animation is basically just trying to figure out how things are breaking and fix them. That's what you gotta do. You gotta fix the brokens. So I called it texture friction because it was basically two textures that were fighting against each other. So it was just like, oh, okay, what's that happen? It's called their texture friction. So that's actually kind of how I figure what was happening. You objects set origin to geometry. There we go. You need to go here, I think. Do I have any other ladders outside? I do not. So I think what we do is we move this into inside store. There we go. And then bring down the count. There we go. So the thing I'm using is an array modifier. It's just a super simple thing that repeats an object.
Hey, chat. Did
On
you know
top of
I'm a
itself.
fox, a really cool one?
What? No. Didn't realize that, Foxo. Oh! Guess what? Mix it up. Now identifies when somebody brings up a watch streak. Or at least it should. Because it's all updated now. Fuji! Fuji, please! Where's it at? We need to do a thing. We need to do a thing. Hold on. We need to do that one.
Shout out.
OMG, it's Fuji PLZ. You have to follow this adorable striped fluff.
Adorable striped fluff. Good. So we have that all fixed up properly. No, wait. No! It's broken! Oh, no! Oh, no! I need to fix it. It's... No, wait, it said the right thing. OMG, it's Fuji, please. You need it. No, it's right. It's right. It did the right thing. Okay. I'm just silly. I think I fixed it before.
Awesome more demon hydrate word on your head. Hold on. Hydrate before you dihydrate. I have a blahage on my head.
A blahage.
I guess I'm out of water. I drink it all too fast.
I'm so bothered by how you're saying blow high.
I say it the way I want. I know that's not how it's pronounced.
Yes. That is how you pronounce things. How you want them to. Correct. I need to take the party hat off. Oh! I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, that's right. Mix It Up now has a little command inside of it. It just updated today. The if a clip is to play, there is now a identifier that will look at how long that clip is. So if the clip is shorter, it can cut it off sooner. So now there's nothing that will cause any sort of like a weird delay. If the clip is pretty short, it'll go away when it's done now. If you use the identifier. Yeah, I'll have to tell Cameron that, because I know I have a couple clips that are pretty short. And they both get fun at me, and it's just like, that clip is short, what are you doing? It's messing up my system. And I was like, well, now you can use the identifier. Ta-da! Ladders. Ladders need to be created and deleted. Create the ladder and bring it on over to here. And bring the ladder over here. Yes. Rotate Z 90... What? Negative 90 degrees. Thank you. Do 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 do. Right there. Something like that. Bring down the count. Get rid of the other ladder. Ta-da! Bring in another ladder. Bring it on over here. Do 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 do. Ladder. Less complicated ladders. Oh! Later, when I do get this finished, and I'm wondering if I should put this in now, but I want to put in a channel command that allows people to bring in an item for the parts store. So you know how some people have the ability in streams to say like, hey, name this pickaxe after me. Name this sword after me. I would be thrilled if we could start bringing in items to sell inside of the store that were from the chat. So right now we have the gears, the pipe, and the spyglass. So it'd be pretty cool. It'd be like, oh, can you sell some springs? Put some springs in there to sell. And call them Sally's Springs. Rotate Z 90 degrees. Nope, negative 90. Gotta know which way I'm going. Clockwise is negative. So that would be super cool. It'd be like, okay, this is Fuji's Pizzas. You're gonna sell Fuji's Pizzas inside of the steampunk store now. And sell it with some Fuji sauce. Sauce. He's the boss. He's the boss sauce. There we go. Would be fun. Now I want some pizza with some ranch dipping. Ah! Ranch dipping, I mean like for like the crust or something like that. Not for the actual pizza. Are you mad? I actually like pineapple pizza, by the way. Then again, there's not a lot of food that I dislike. I enjoy lots of food, including pineapple pizza, because it's like, it's food. It's got that salty and it's got it sweet. We need... any more ladders? I think that's it. Oh, no, there's a ladder. There's a ladder, it's right over there. Duplicate you. We want to rotate Z 90 degrees, this time in the counterclockwise, which is positive, not negative. Yep. Pop up, pop up. There we go. Let's try not to get it caught in the chain. Move it back and around a little bit. There we go. Kind of like hook it there. That seems like a good idea. Put another couple rungs in there. Maybe bring it up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit dangerous getting up that ladder because there's a moving chain that's right next to you. But I mean, hey, steampunk can't function without a little bit of danger, right? Steampunk aesthetic. It will pinch your fingers. I'm wondering how much of this I should actually replace with the new chain. I don't know if I should replace it with the new chain just yet. I want to, but the new chain is not quite working out the way I want it to. And I'm not sure exactly how to get it to move around. I do like the thick chain right now, but that does not work in a Unity. Not in the slightest could it ever work inside of a Unity. But working on that chain is actually probably not what I need to focus on. I think there's tons of other things that I need to focus on, such as the wall here. But in order to figure out exactly what I need to work on, besides just the ladder, I need to bring up, unfortunately, Unity, in order to bring up the project that has a test version of the city inside of here. Because there's a bunch of textures inside that are all a little broken. And it's a little checklist of things that go, hey, have you fixed this yet? Depending on the way the chain is moving, it can be a climbing aid. LOL, a dangerous climbing aid, but nonetheless. Yeah, yes. Just remember you don't have extra lives. Yeah, this is what it kind of came up as. It's not actually moving properly. I'm not sure exactly what's happening with it. I tried this one out here too, and it's not moving properly either. Like, I don't know what exactly is causing it to move in the first place. Like, I pressed a couple buttons on the, hey, animate, please. It did something. It did something. Don't know what it did. Alright. We have... Oh, yeah, the swords and stuff like that. Oh, no, the swords and stuff. We do need to fix those, don't we? I guess we could fill it with types of weapons that we've would prefer it to be, since we gotta be a little bit more specific. Because inside here, inside my apartment, inside my apartment, I don't have any weapons on here because they didn't transfer over to Unity properly. Because, again, it doesn't look at those nodes. So we need to... Item. Load. We want to go to... Permanent fixtures. Walls. Let's go into here. Alright. We want to go into that folder there. We want to bring in this one item. You did? You didn't? You didn't do it. I knew you weren't going to do it. Uh-oh.
Fudgeables is rolling a d20. They are going to roll for booping the puka snoot in a forest. That's quite the task. Near impossible if you don't keep your wits about you. Your target is an 18 Udlark. Rolling that dice. It's a 2. The fates were not smiling upon you.
Okay, there was several things wrong with that, because Captain Jack pronounced it as Fudgeables. Fudgeables is rolling. To boop on the snoot. So, as Captain Jack said, Fudgeables is in the forest, and for some reason I am too. I'm looking around for some rare materials that I might be able to sell inside of my shop. I was directed here with some information that Fudgeables had given me. And I trusted that information. And fortunately, though, because you rolled a 2, it's not a critical failure, but it is a pretty darn big failure against an 18. I had gone off to the right area that you have told me, but you didn't. You didn't actually go to the right area. You messed up your own directions. And you're in a completely different section of the forest. So no boops were given. It was a stealth operation. It was nicely planned, but it was poorly executed. Alright, I moved the thing. I think... Yeah, okay, we're good. So now we need to bring this item into this rack here. So, Shift S, selection to cursor. We have the Night Sword from the Twilight Forest. But, there's a problem here. Okay? What we have is a heavy item extrusion. Look at all those faces there. What I'm going to want to do is turn the color thickness down a bit here, because the color thickness is what gives it a little bit more shape to it. the thing that I have there. So what I want to do is bring this to a 0. So that way everything is nice and flat. It doesn't get rid of all the faces in there, but it does get rid of a significant amount of them. Because if I were to... See how nice and flat that is? That's considered to be, you know, at least one solid, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 number of faces that there are number of pixels there. If I bring this up a little bit, it starts getting more faces on all those corners and sides there. Where, as it was one face there, now it's 5 faces. Because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 faces for just that one pixel. If I bring this down to here, it just cuts out its shape and makes it nice and solid. It's pretty good. But the other problem that I have is that the item doesn't actually exist with its color. The color doesn't actually exist. So I need to create another one of these guys. So we're going to put you over here. And then I need to solidify and gamify you. How do I do that? I think what I need to do is I need to add in a material. This is going to be item normalized.001. Okay? And you are going to have shading. We want to add in a image texture. Okay, we want it to be closest. We want to... What? No, not open. I'm going to bring in Knightly Sword, PNG, put the color into there. Geometry, layout. Okay. So, I want to try and unwrap cubic projection. Okay, so that should work, right? If I do an apply, and then I set, what, this as, where'd it go? Oh, crafty. Okay, wait. No. Hold on. What if I keep on going forward? Let's keep going forward. And I do item normalized. That one. Okay, it didn't quite work. Unwrap cubic projection. Aha! Okay, there we go. Oh, that worked. Okay, well, no, not really. Okay, what is it trying to do right now? Because that doesn't look right. What's it doing? Oh. What's it doing? What's it doing? Oh. Okay. Right. Huh. What if? Well, I'm not sure Well, it looks like we're gonna take a few steps back. Rightio. Okay, so we're back here, where it's basically all geometry nodes. What if I put you at a 0? Well, that's not gonna work. Geometry nodes. Remove interior faces. Layout. Okay. So that seems about right. Let's do geometry nodes. Merge Merge by distance. Let's just do a merge by distance on that. Okay. That might work. Now, let's go ahead. And now, this should be the same thing, right? Yeah, okay, that's the same
Hey,
thing.
chaps, do
That's
IT.
what we
Make
need it
your
to be.
dreams come true. Just do IT.
Do
Don't let
IT.
your dreams be dreams. Just do IT.
Rotate Y 180. Do IT. Do it. It, Voxo, it. It's supposed to be an inspirational speech, not a job application. Oh, Foxo. We now need to take this and apply. Will that work? Okay. We're on that item texture, which isn't right. We want item normalized is what we want. Okay. Then we do unwrap cubic projection. Not quite. Huh. Why are you off? 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 Let me look at UV and what we have here. We have UV unwrap, angle base, conformal stretch. Search UV. UV tangent is UV split, pack UV islands, sample UV surface. So somehow, I want to get this mesh to be properly aligned with the texture. Why doesn't it actually work? Maybe because the texture is not actually being applied to the proper form. So what if I did a join geometry? Nope, not join bundle. Join geometry. I plug this into there. No. Okay. Now, this looks stupid. And it is. But I'm going to give this a shot. I want to apply. Okay. And then we want to go to the here. And then delete. No. We want to go to here. All. Assign. Oh. all. Oh, wait, hold on. Unwrap cubic projection. Dang it! Okay. That didn't work. Why did it work? You are being stubborn. I think it's gonna have to be... I think it's gonna have to be changed up really weirdly. Really weirdly. And I don't like how it's gonna have to be changed, but it is literally the only option that I have left here. Okay. So, what we want to do now is then, instead, I think what I want to do is separate this. So, search and split edges. And that's going to be one of the more important things here, because I want to make sure that each one of these pixels is individual. Okay? I then want to take this. We're going to give this guy a save. And then I want to apply this. Apply. Okay? Item, normalized. Whoop. Unwrap, cubic projection. Okay, good. And then I think what I'll do, UV editing, is bring it somewhere close to here, and then scale on individual origins, and that will bring it to each individual pixel color. And then I want to extrude this back a bit. So if I put this on merge faces and extrude X to there, then I get a solid sword that has all the merged faces. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, what I'm also wanting to do, extrude X, let's bring this out a bit, is... Why didn't I get any options? Hold on. Extrude. Oh. X. Okay, here we go. I do not want to do individual faces. Oh, no, I do want to do individual faces. Okay, I want to merge them. Merge by distance. Okay, good. Now, extrude X. There we go. That's what I needed. And And then this has no interior, right? No interior. Okay, good. So now the item is gamified. Because it needs to have a UV unwrap for it. I can't put any sort of projection on it. And unfortunately, it's not unwrapping properly. So now I have a system of how I want these different items to be generated. Because in order to generate it, I need to take this guy, duplicate him, bring in another sword. Let's do sword. Leaf steel. Let's do a leaf steel sword. Okay, this is from another one from Twilight Forest. And what we want to do is bring this down to a 0. Okay? Now it's a flat item. We now want to do an apply on this modifier to keep it flat. Okay? So now it has all of these faces on there, and they're all individual. Okay, good. That's where we want this to be. Because we can then go to the UV editing of this guy. We can do a... actually, I'm going to put the item on here. Item normalized. And we're going to separate that so that we can bring in the leaf steel. Leaf steel sword. Okay? And then we want to unwrap cubic projection. And it's off a little bit. It's off a little bit. But we can move this down to here. And because of the... way that we have things separated inside the geometry nodes, what I can do, once I get this lined up... Bounding box. Yeah, I want to get this lined up a little bit better. And it doesn't need to be perfect. There we go. And then I can go to individual origins. Because each one of these guys are separated, I can then go to the UV map and say shrink by individual origins, bringing all of these nicely into their own colors. That's what I want there. Good. And then from here, to make sure that it has the least number of faces possible for when I bring this into other things, I can take this and say merge by distance. And what this will do is it will allow this to become nice and flat. All of these things are now no longer individual. And we can extrude on the X, and that will move things out to make it nice and thick. And now we have no interior faces as well, bringing down the count of the number of faces and having its own unwrapped UV. Good. That's where we want this to be. Rotate X 90 degrees. No. Negative 90. Negative 90. I want this a sword to be hung up onto the little sticks here. Move it on up. Right there. Leaf steel. Right on the little thing there. Oh, figuring out how to make these things into optimized items is a new challenge for me. New challenge. New challenger has approached optimizing. Because optimizing was definitely one thing that I never did in any of my animations. Because I was just like, okay, I've created it. Now I can move it, I can animate it. Awesome. And the rendering times took forever. Because I did not know how to optimize any of this. Now that I'm trying to make it a little bit better for like some of these gaming things, I'm figuring out how to optimize it. Alright, we want to make... What other items do we want to put on this weapon rack? I have no idea. What other item do I want to... We want to bring in... Oh yeah, the Minotaur Axe. I want to bring in the Minotaur Axe. Pop. There we go. See, this is why I like this Geonode. It's just like, oh, okay, there. But I wish that could be brought into Unity as well, but that's not how that's gonna work. Not how it's gonna work. Apply. And then we want to go to here. We want to go to item, normalize, separate, and then we want this to be Minotaur X. Okay? Ah! Don't do that. All unwrap, cubic projection. There we go. We want to go to bounding box so that we can arrange it in the right position. Okay, good. And then we want to go to individual origins, shrink each one of those down, fit inside the pixels, good. Then we want to merge by distance, perfect. And extrude on the X. Ta-da. Face orientation. Son of a... Okay. So, I need to take this guy and flip normals. Perfect. Good. Puka has a random word of the day that will cause the creeper to explode. Is the word blizzard? No, Sassy and Snarky, the word is not blizzard. If you ever want a list of words that could cause the creeper to explode, just sit and chat, and every once in a while, Sassy and Snarky will pick a word from the list. It may work, may not, but each day the word is randomized, causing it to explode. Flip normals. Flip. Flip. There we go. Good. Minotaur X. Do we want the Minotaur X to be set down here somewhere? Yeah, let's set it down at the base here. Just kind of like resting. Good, Minotaur axe is down there. What other items, weapons do I want to put on the rack? What other items do I want to put on the rack? Duplicate, yo! We want to take a look at our stufferonis. Do I pull more from this mod? Maybe not. We want to go to game textures. Minecraft skins. Where's the Minecraft skins? Game textures, item. Oh yeah, that's right. We can have javelins now in Minecraft. Let's go ahead and grab a netherite spear. Oh, that's right. A spear is actually not the typical 16 pixels. It's like, what, 32 pixels? So we need them to have 33 vertices. There we go. Perfect. 33 vertices gets ourselves a spear. Let's go ahead and put that into a nice flat texture. Bottom, bum, 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 bum. We want to take that and do what with it? I think it's apply the geonodes, yes. And then from there, we replace the texture, which is item normalized. Good. And then let's get rid of this. I keep forgetting to get rid of the other texture in here, or material in here, that doesn't even have a reason to be there. I'm not sure why it's even there. There we go. Item normalized. We need to separate the texture and give it something else. That's the netherite. Netherite spear. Good. Unwrap. Cubic projection.
Hey chat, a dragon wanted a pocket
Hi.
watch today. They said there's kept on dragon behind.
Oh, the jokes. Good on Foxo. Nope. There we go. We want to shrink by individual origins. That's good. And then we want to merge by distance. Good. And then we want to extrude faces. That's good. And the face orientation is unacceptable. Ah! F3, flip faces. There we go. Good. So now we have ourselves a little bit of the spear. Spare. Shift S. Selection the cursor. There we go. Rotate X 180. Want to scale by 2? Yeah. Since the texture is double the size, gotta double size the the weapon too, because that is going to be the proper size for that one. Good. Very good. Let's move it off to that. Got ourselves a nice little spear. Now, I'm kind of okay with everything that's here on the weapon rack. If I want more weapons, I could get more just by adding in objects. I think that's good. We'll say that that's a good amount of weapon rack items. Flip faces. Flip. There we go. Give it a save-a-roni. Save-a-roni. The San Francisco treat. I don't know how to get the firework. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that working by myself. What is over here? Oh, it's the fire. Right. Alright, I think what I'll do is move this into
Pursued.
unused.
Thank you very much, Cat
Pursued.
Lolish, for the resubscription. Fox, so hug.
Cat Wallish! What are you doing? You getting access to the tail swish? Thank you very much, Cat. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing okay. Just optimizing some stuff for the new streaming room. I'm looking inside of Unity here and finding all sorts of textures that need to be fixed up. One of the things being the weapon rack, which is one thing we just finished up fixing. And like the ladder and some of this art. Yo. Balanced. That's good. That's good. That's good. I haven't worked on new stuff yet. Yeah, I'm just fixing things up so that way when I'm done with it for the streaming room, I can drag that into VR chat.
Pursued. Thank you very
Say
much,
it,
Say Lee,
Willie!
for the resubscription. Fox, so hug.
You gotta DM me too. You gotta DM me too. You're over 50 months. You need that apartment. You gotta tell me what you want for that apartment. I need if you know what I mean. You need to tell me what you want inside of your apartment. Because anybody that's over 50 months is going to be having their own little apartment Hopefully inside of the streaming room and or VR chat. Because that's what I'm optimizing at the moment. Once I have things optimized, I'll be able to nicely create those and plop them in whenever I need to. I will give you the 2-cent tour of your apartment. I'm not sure if I've given that to you. Your apartment. Let's go to basic. Where's basic? Basic apartment. Here we go. So, when you have your apartment, you're going to be shown it from the outside. You'll go up the ladder and to your assigned floor. There's reasons for this. Those weapons are not in the right folder. Hold on. Sorry, there's been some problems. You need to go into... What? You need to go into that one. Much better. Okay. You'll be coming in through the balcony, and you will have... Not that ladder. That ladder, again, is in the wrong area. Move into... Gimme. Where you at? Where you at? Optimize permanent fixtures. Okay. Start over. You come up the ladder and to your designated floor. You have a refrigerator. Nothing's inside of it. No one's left any food for you. You've got 4 radiators, at least some pipes going to various things. One is of course, the lighting fixture, fans, chain ceiling fans. Yes, it scrapes across the pipes. No, there is no other fix for it, unless you want to make one. You got at least a potty closet for all sorts of liquids, depending on what species you are. You got some shelving, and yeah, that's pretty much everything inside the apartment. Never use the fire escape. It goes to a random dimension. You don't know which one. It's a fire escape. It's to get you outside of the building and away from whatever you need to, not to actually get you to where you want to be. The elevator sort of works. When you go up, it takes you to a random floor. It's kind of been cursed by the horses somehow. Not sure which floor you're ever going to be going to. So the only predictable way to get up to your apartment is via the balcony from the ground floor. So that is your apartment. Oh, you do have an extra apartment over here if you wish to give it to somebody else or utilize it for yourself. So that is your choice. So, you'll be inside of here. Just let me know what you want. DM me. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a hype train freaking going on. There's a freaking hype train. Where's that hype train button? Is there? Do I have a command that is hype train? Hype. Hype train. Does it do a thing? Nope. That doesn't do a darn thing. Oh. Itty bitty bitty. For the hype train. In this economy? Yeah. You are porting them over to VR chat? Yes. They will be going over to VR chat once I'm able to get them in as the new stream room. Because what I want to do with the new stream room, basic apartment, is optimize land. Here we go. What we're going to do is bring in the whole freaking city. That's what I want to do. That's the apartment building there. It's got an undetermined number of floors. No, you don't know what number of how many floors it is by looking from the outside, because that could change too. It's considered to be the enchanted slums. I'm not sure if you've seen all of the planning for it, but there's some docks over there, upper residential, Fey areas, mountains for dragons, and there's a military, I think, off that direction. The mayor is off that direction. So is the upper residential. There's a couple of ley lines that intersect inside of the garden area, whatever that's called. Yes, there happens to be some underground dwellers there too. No, I don't like them because they're all undead. Yes, I have something against them. But, yep. There's all sorts of species that are around here. No, I don't like them all. Who has a random word of the day? Oh yeah. Is the word paw? No, the word is not paw because I didn't explode. How do we submit a design? Just tell me what you want inside of your apartment. Just DM me. That's what we have, and then I'm gonna write it down, and then I'm gonna figure it out. Because that's what's happened, is because those are going to people that have been subscribed for 50 months plus. Nuts. That's how nuts you are. Now, I'm wondering how to get the floor into the design. Because I want to get this floor, and I'm not quite sure how to actually... Oh yeah, that's right, I need to unwrap it, don't I? Maybe that'll help. If I do this... Hold on. If I unwrap cubic projection on this guy, okay? And then I were to go over to shading, add in a... There is no image texture. Okay. Meow. We want to add in image texture. And we want to do closest. And we want to add in a new one. This one is going to be called the brick floor. Brick floor test. I'm hoping. And then we do new image. Okay, that's selected. Brick floor image. It's black. Right? So if that's darkened, and then we go over to... Oh, I am in cycles. Oh. We want to do... combined... diffused? Bake type, direct color. Wow. It worked. Ha! It worked. Okay. So, now I can take this, plug this into there. Yes? Maybe? Get rid of this. Roughness all the way up. Okay. So, ooh. Ew. Let's, I'm gonna need to fiddle around with this, but that, yeah, okay. Brick floor test did not work properly because it's got a brick. You know what? No, I actually kind of like it. It's got a quality of, hey, things aren't quite straight in this place. Things are kind of a tad broken. Because I didn't intend for there to be a separate strip of bricks in here and going in the opposite direction. However, some of this darkened noise texture actually is working across that stripe. As if there was a wall here at some point and we kind of took it down. I kind of like it. Okay, so I've made a mistake and I like it. We're gonna keep it. Because that's good. When you make a mistake and you like it. There are no mistakes, there are only happy accidents. So what I also want to do is I want to fix the walls. And from what it looks like on the floor, it looks like that is also kind of fuzzy. I didn't want it to be quite fuzzy, but it did turn out fuzzy. The walls are going to be a tad fuzzy because they are using the texture. We're going to get rid of that. They are using the texture of these guys. Apply? Okay. We're going to grab all of these guys and we're going to be unwrapping those to fit the texture that we're going to need. Alright. Grab all you, unwrap. Actually, get rid of the windows this time. Actually, no. I can do it this way. Select. There we go. Now I don't need to screw up the windows. Unwrap cubic projection. Thank you very much. Alright, now scale out. Rotate 90 degrees. Good enough. Man, I really want to play this game again. None of you have ever played this, but my gosh, I just love this game. It's called Recoil. Such a campy 90s live-action cutscenes. There hasn't been any development on it as far as I understand it. Why are you bad? Why are you bad? You are terrible. There we go. I was hoping that Good Old Games would eventually pick up Recoil, but it hasn't. What? Oh, you haven't been properly fixed yet, have you? Okay, file, apply. There we go. Unwrap, cubic projection. There we go. Rotate 90. There we go. Good. And scale it down. You should you a day where you play it. That'd be fun. I wish I could, but unfortunately, I don't think there is a way that I could possibly play Recoil. I'm not sure. Recoil game. No. Recoil on Steam? No, okay, that doesn't work. Nope, not there. Recoil game from 90s on Windows 11. PC, first look. Okay, currently it's on just Dream List of Good Old Games.
Someone said pretty.
Someone
said pretty.
Download Windows Recoil. What? I'm sorry. Abandonware.com. Sure. Alright, read full description. Read full description. Okay, this is basically describing what recoil was. Wait, what? We're gonna go ahead and put you in the junk drawer and see if there's anything about that. DOS Zone. Uploads old games to make it
Hey chat,
a
anyone
browser
want
game.
to play some D&D?
Really?
We should roll a D20 and see what happens.
Hold
We
on,
can
hold
do
on.
anything with our imagination.
Hold on. Let me do a /VIP and say you Lily. Alright, go ahead and try and post that link again, because I'm pretty sure that's what you were trying to do. Happy Wolf! Hello, how's you doing? You got a 7. There we go. DOS Zone recoil. Please. No way. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop. No. Really? Hold on. Hold many phones. Hold many phones! Capture mouse. Okay. Is it actually loading? Hold on. Is it actually gonna play the game? No way. No way. No! Hold on. I need to see this. Hold on, Discord. No, not Discord. Here. I want to capture currently the window recoil. Total VPN. Where is it at? Okay. All right. I think that's capturing it, right? Recoil DOS game browser. Okay, cancel. And then we want to do what? Full screen, and then game start. No way. Is that actually work? Oh no way. Oh no. You're kidding. Start.
Appuwolf is rolling the D20. They are going to playing Super Contra in Hoover's Steampunk Park store. The odds are not in your favour. You'll have to roll a 12 to get by. Rolling that dice.
The basic
It's a
command
pretend.
is connected to a series of
Smiling
SIM
at
sites.
home.
By destroying the connections, you can expose the command post core. The core hard.
Fight off the forces that protect the rocket silos. Then, target the control panels before the rockets launch. Your Battlefish tank is a prototype for a new line of network-controlled fighting machines. The machines have transported it to their island base in order to test its weapon systems. But we put one on them. We hacked in a control program and downloaded it through the time loop.
Now you are in control. We'll watch your props from a mobile position and give you intelligence as you go.
Good to go. The missile command control the enemy.
Again. Arcade control. Oh, I had to kill my my other thing here off to the side because it was doing the echo. Because apparently, if I capture this browser, If I capture this browser, it echoes all of the stream stuff, all the alerts and everything. So, if you guys do anything right now, it doesn't work. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. Options, controls. But this, no way. Cursor, variable throttle, sustain throttle, variable throttle. Okay. And then joystick, no. Commands, back, commands. Yeah. Oh, okay. Throttle, track, okay. Back, resume. Oh. Oh, why is the music not here? Hold on. Hold on, there's got to be the music here. Hold on. Options. Options. And then we want music. Apparently, for some reason, the music isn't there. I don't know why. X. Interesting. Okay. Alright, how do I switch weapons? One, F2. Oh, that's the... I need to switch to weapons. Nope. Oh, there we go.
Mission complete.
This field is history. The route to the missile command base is big.
Good work. You're on your way. The site of the mission is the base at the top of the hill. The base's command post is connected to a series of sim sites. By destroying the connections, you can expose the command post core. The core hard.
Alright, yeah, that's a hell of a trip down nostalgia lane. I need to Oh. No, I needed that. I so needed that. Thank you very much, see you, Lily. Gosh. Ah! I can press the button and play the game. Oh, that is so good. Because, why am... Uh-oh. How do I get out of this? I need to get out of this. Uh-oh. Mute that. That needs to be not anything. Search, Unity, Total VPN. Explorer, Discord. Let's just put it on Discord for right now. There we go. That way it doesn't do anything weird. Exit out. How do I? I need to get out. I need to get out. Settings? No. Settings? No. I want to get out. Oh no. Oh. There we go. Hold escape. That's how it works. DOS zone. Totally putting that into junk drawer. Junk drawer. There we go. Or no, not junk drawer. What am I doing? I put all of my links that I'm like, just like, I'll do something with it later, and I put it inside of my junk drawer. Ugh. That was a hell of a trip down memory lane. Where
This right here
is
is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
You have done. Yes, I am thinking about that. Oh, that was another trip down memory lane. Unus Annus. Gosh. Who knows Unus Annus? There is one thing that I wish I could say to Markiplier. And it's that I have a funny story about Unus Annus. And the funny story is that when I was watching the last stream of Unus Annus, I watched them hit the button, and then I wondered how long was it going to take for YouTube to actually delete everything that was on the website. And I was just like, there's a lot of videos there. There's a video every single day for an entire year. How long is that system going to take in order to delete everything on there? So, I went to after they hit the button, I went back to their website, and I looked at a video, and it was continuing to play. I'm like, oh, well, it's still going. It's still going. I watched an entire video of them in one of the videos. I'm like, okay, well, let's go to another video, see how long that lasts. And I forget what the video was supposed to be about. They were putting a bunch of stuff, like a diaper, on their bottoms. But the video starts out with Markiplier saying, "My beautiful ass," and the video cuts. So literally, Unus Annus's last words before it died for me was Markiplier saying, "My beautiful ass." That's it. That's my story of Unus Annus. I absolutely love it. That those were the last words that it ever said to me. I feel like it's inappropriate, especially for that show. So good. Cubic projection. What is it doing? What is it doing? Why is table turn? No. Okay. Now, why are you bad? Why are you bad? Why are you terrible? Why are you bad? Don't be bad. Why are you bad? Stop being bad. Why? 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 Oh, your box! Oh, that's why. Your box. Okay. Yes. You need a not be box. There we go. Much better. That's why you're bad. That is why you're bad. Okay, much better. I have a great clip of Markiplier's reaction to VA doing his voice, and is that your impression of me? VA. What is VA? Oh! Oh, okay. Voice actor. Swatch. Oh, gosh. I really need to get moving on that animation. That one kind of stalled because I've been trying to finish up, commission for a friend, and their stuff kind of had some deadlines. I've been just kind of stalled on that one. It's like, ah! Plus, I didn't feel like myself was that funny in it. And I've been going back to that going, you know, I don't feel like Puka is funny enough in this. He almost feels like an irritant being brought into the situation. So I was trying to think of a way that I could possibly turn Puka into a little bit more funny. So, I haven't been able to figure that out. Because he needs to be a little bit... He just feels cringe. Cringe can be funny, but it didn't feel like it was enough. Right now, I'm at a level where it's just like, ah, okay. Oh, the puns one? Oh. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, Lily, is what I have right now, I'm going to turn into that short. And if I continue it on, it'll be a continuation animation. So what I have right now, that will be that animation, and then that one will be the first one. Because the whole idea of the freaking animation was to make a quick animation, and so that way I wouldn't be hung up on projects. And what happened? I got hung up on projects, and it wasn't a quick animation because I kept on getting in development hell going, oh, hey, I can make this better. It's like, why? Why do I do this to myself? Oh, these, right. This is a problem. Whoops. Right. This needs to change. So, what I need to do is turn these guys into proper tops of barrels. I think most of these are going to be barrel top closed. So we're just going to avoid just about everything about this and just keep it barrel closed. And if any of these others are open, I will worry about it later. Pipes. Pipes are going to be a difficult one. I'm not fully sure how it's supposed to work, but I need the texture to move only inside of those little slats there. I'm wondering if I have to make my own animated texture for it, but that may be what I have to do. I'll have to figure out how to do that specific texture later on, but that is what is necessary. So we're going to cut this one off, though, and we're going to turn this one into a flat. And that one will at least be properly unwrapped. Unwrapped cubic projection. Good enough. Actually, maybe a little bit extra. Yeah, a little bit extra. It's not bad. Little extra's not bad. And then I'll have to figure out the copper piping later. The heck? Bum-ba-da-bum-bum. Oh! Okay. I was like, I know that sound. What is that sound from? It's from Zelda. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum. Bum-bum-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Ba-dum. Give that a save. Character in your own animation. I am glad how things are coming out with the animation. But yeah, I wanted a couple other, things to feel correct. Did you watch the video about smiling friends I posted yesterday? I did not. Is that just in DMs or... Oh, yesterday. Oh! Okay, I noticed this was... this popped up on my freaking feed.
Hey chat,
And
red
I've
Lori
been
yellow
avoiding
Lori,
watching
red
it.
Lori yellow Lori, red Lori yellow Lori.
Good job, Foxo. Yeah, this popped up on my feed, and I hadn't watched it because I haven't never actually watched Smiling Friends. So I was just like, I might watch it. It's one of those things that I might watch. Something like this for apartment. Ooh. I'm gonna take a look. Desk. Wait. Oh. I love it. I love it, say Lily. Now, out of those, which one do you like the best? 'Cause I love a lot of these. I might pull elements from each one because, I mean, it is an apartment with several areas inside of it, but... I like it. I love it. I love those types of natural and home decors where it's just like nature is the home. I completely understand. W should watch it together sometime. Okay. Not opposed to it. Speaking of watching. Oh yeah, that's right. It's about 9 o'clock, isn't it? How long have I been going? How long have I been going? Because I'm not going to be able to go forever. Now! Stop that. Go away, say you, Lily. I mean, not say you, Lily. I'm sassy and snarky. Sorry! The wrong person. Stay, say you, Lily. Go away, sassy and snarky. Oh my gosh. Horses are gonna ruin my friendships one of these days, too. 2 hours, yeah. No. Not how that's going. The horses... Right now, in my feed, Sassy and Snarky have the same color as Seiyu Lily, which is kind of messing me up. Blueberry Sprinkles enters the chat. God. Oh my gosh. You know, I had asked my coworker what I should name that horse, and they had no idea what it was meant for, and they still remember that name. The coworker is just like, have you done anything else with Blueberry Twinkly Toes? Like, nope. I haven't done anything more with them. They are still an option inside of the model, though. I have made them a permanent option inside of that. Because when you bring in Sassy and Snarky, I love messing around with geometry nodes, and there's like an option where you can fiddle around and just like, that one is Blueberry Twinkly Toes. Blueberry Twinkle Toes. Think it. I've already forgotten it. Any hoozles, I have got to do some chores. I only wanted to mess around a little bit and hang out with you guys. It's been awesome. Thank you, Sail Lily, for that link. I'm definitely going to be playing that game on stream sometime soon. Oh my gosh. I gotta mess around with that, see if I can get in some of the resolution to be a little bit better. Get the music going. Ah! Oh my gosh. The fact that I can now just click a button and the game is there. That is the best game ever. It is so incredibly campy. It's so campy. Oh, best acting in the world. Top notch. Who do we want to go off to? Who do we want to go off to? We want to check out Twitch. Show more. Let's see here. We've got anybody that I recognize. Currently, nobody in the art space. I was hoping to go off to somebody that was actually in the art space. Back now. Repeat everything you just said over the last 30 minutes. Thinking about playing Recoil on stream, and we need to raid off to somebody. That's what we said. I'm wondering. Do I shake a tance? No, let's go for the Floofy. What are they doing? Warhammer. Yeah, why don't we go over the Floofy? Also, you ever see Yuzovich? Last image I sent you. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Last image you sent me. Star Fox. Star Fox, Star Fox, Star Fox. Bunny. No, I have not seen whatever that is. We want to do copy of name. Copy and paste. Raid. There we go. And then that should set everything up to raid off properly, right? Yes. Good. Okay. I will see you all later. See you all tonight. Or tomorrow. However you want to say it. We'll be doing some more art. I definitely want to do some more of Happy Wolf's model. I'm going to be working on a Happy Wolf's model. Probably tomorrow night. Yeah, definitely want to do some regular model animation and painting because I really want to try out some more model painting. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to make a low poly model and texture paint. That's what I want to do tomorrow. If you don't have the emotes, go ahead and grab the text. Perfectly fine. We will see what Floofy's is up to. Alright?
I agree, it's pretty.